What is good, YouTube? It's good to see ya. It is early in the morning, and of course, it is time. So apparently, Trump met with Mamdani. After they were trading insults. Trump said he was a threat to New York City. He still believes it. Apparently, it was somewhat of a peaceful meeting. So let's take a look at this.
I want to go out to Jackie Heinrich, who's asking those great questions right in the Oval Office moments ago. She was in the room. Jackie, your impression of the get-together we all witnessed?
It was
Yeah, it's
it was a
weird.
surprise to see those two getting along as well as they did.
Right.
A couple of times I asked the mayor-elect a tougher question, and the president almost helped him dodge it. Take a listen to one of them.
So that's so weird.
I want to ask the mayor-elect about a House resolution just passed overwhelmingly to condemn socialism, including with 86 Democrats, all of House Dem leadership, and the Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries, despite his endorsement of you. What's your reaction to that?
I have to be honest with you, I focused very little on resolutions. Frankly, I've been focusing.
Condemn socialism.
I understand. I think the focus is on the work at hand. I can tell you I am someone who is a democratic socialist. I've been very open about that. And I know there might be differences about ideology, but the place of agreement is the work that needs to be done to make New York City affordable. That's what I look forward to.
Oh, it cut off a little bit early, but I followed up asking the president, or asking Mamdani rather, to clarify an answer that he gave earlier, where he seemed to confirm that he does believe President Trump is a fascist. And the president jumped in and said, you don't have to answer that. You can just say yes. There were substantive conversations, we are told, about crime and public safety and how the two sides can work together. The president said that regular folks would be surprised at how much they do agree on. He expressed that the mayor-elect has some interesting ideas about housing and some other cost of living issues that maybe they could find some agreement toward. I asked, because crime and public safety kept coming up so many times, if that meant working together on ICE and having ICE agents do the work that we are seeing in so many other cities. Zohran Mamdani had, obviously said that he does not believe that ICE should exist and have the role that
What a stupid thing to say.
it's having across the country. And he said in his answer that there are, I believe, 173 areas of serious crimes in which they will work together. So that was interesting. You also heard the
what's with the
say,
turnaround?
Affirm that he will keep the New York City police force 35,000 strong. And
Trump
that
was talking so
significant.
much
And
trash
the
to this
president
guy.
multiple times seemed to downplay the idea that maybe they would not be able to work together, despite all of this fiery rhetoric on the campaign. You
That's
hear
right.
President Trump routinely call Mamdani a communist. You routinely hear Mamdani talk about how his administration is going to be a nightmare for the president. But there was not that tension in the room. They were clearly trying to find ways.
Both of these guys are elite businessmen and snakes. So I mean, it's one of those like mafia boss tactics where we put on a different mask, and then once we leave, our true colors come out. This was a respectful meeting because both of these guys realize what's in store if it's not a peaceful meeting.
Ways to move forward together, and President Trump also made clear that this is.
I still think he's going to
about
throw
New York
insults
City,
at him.
City where he, built his life and career, has a lot of love and affection for. He even said that one day, he longed to be the mayor of New York City. That's how much he loves that city, and so he's wishing Mamdani a lot of success. Brian.
Right, they start off on the right foot. Remember, they got along. Cuomo got along with the president too, sometimes in the first term, and they blew up famously with each other, and they rallied together at the end. Jackie, great job, great tough questions. You had two people trying to parry them at the same time. But I
Yeah.
understand exactly what you were going.
Yeah, it's a perfect dance. So that was a shorter video, but that's something I wanted to bring to you guys because, it's actually the exact opposite of what everyone thought would happen, right? Everyone thought that when Trump met Mamdani, it would be this cataclysmic, insult throwing, angry meeting, and that's exactly the opposite that we got. So it's very shocking, but it does make sense because Trump realizes that Mamdani's been elected. There's nothing Trump can do about that. Mamdani realized that Trump's the president and he needs funding, so there's nothing he can do about that. Maybe Trump and him talked a little bit more personally and got into the weeds about, a little more of what he believes. And I know he's calling himself a democratic socialist, but maybe there was some things that Trump saw that, hey, maybe there's some growth here. Maybe he calls himself this, but he's actually more of this. I don't know. I mean, there's not enough information out there right now. I haven't watched the full meeting, so maybe we'll do that in the next video or so. But yeah, it's very odd, very peculiar. Definitely something to keep your eyes out on. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It would help me out a ton. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.